Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and another banging episode. But today's episode is a little bit different from what we usually shoot. You guys can see I'm dressed up. I think my swagger level is a little bit up from the previous videos. What do you guys say? But I am super excited today. And if you guys have been following me for a while on Instagram or checking my WhatsApp status or checking the YouTube channel, you would know what Chip's dream car is. And standing next to me is officially my dream car. But now, why am I standing next to a Lambo, guys? What do you think the reason is? It could be one of two things, right? First one is goal achieved, Lambo purchase. That's how we roll. Or alternatively, it could be that I've come back to the dealership that sold me Top G. And if you don't know where we are, where have you been, guys? Because this is the hottest dealership in Johannesburg with the best selection of supercars. I'm here at Carbon Black Auto in Rivonia. But if you guys want to see exactly why we're here, stay tuned, guys, because it's going to be one lit episode. Okay guys, so standing behind me, officially the first bag R8 in Africa. Tell everyone who you are.
So I'm Dylan, I'm from Carbon Black Auto, and yeah, we dealers in superior sports cars.
Well, I suppose I would be. You've seen definitely. How do you see this type and where?
Oh, it's in a flying saucer.
You've seen one?
Yes, definitely. At Lane Cove,
When was this?
1953.
You don't think this is a figment of your imagination?
Several other people with me saw it.
You all had the same figment. What did it look like?
It was standing up there.
Okay guys, so standing behind me, officially the first bag R8 in Africa. Now you guys will notice that I say that quite often. The reason why I say that is because around the world, South Africa and Africa is not seen as strong as the other car countries, for example, like America, the UK, Germany, all those places. When you think cars, that's the first places you think. So the emphasis of me emphasizing it's the first bag R8 in Africa is to show people that this is Africa's talent. And as you know, South Africa and Africa, we're super talented, known for a lot of things. And the purpose of this channel is to get our talents out there. So behind me is Top G GP. So guys, I want to give you a bit of background as to why I purchased this car. So I'm a superhero person. I love superheroes because every superhero has got a story behind them. So this car and my love for this car originated from Iron Man. If you guys watched Iron Man, you would have noticed that Tony Stark drove an Audi R8. The first time I seen this car revealed at the Geneva Motor Show, I lost my mind. Like the styling and the design for the first gen R8 compared to what it was competing against was chalk and cheese difference. I mean, this car had futuristic design and also the fact that it was an Audi brand, an Audi supercar. So for me, I'm a Lambo guy. However, the closest thing in my opinion to a Lambo is an Audi R8. So you get two variations of the R8. You get the V8, which is known as the baby supercar, and you get the V10, which shares similar motor and components from the Lamborghini Gallardo, but we'll get into that a bit later. But before I get into the details and what we've done to the car, like I mentioned earlier, we're standing at Carbon Black. So I've got a good relationship with the gents at Carbon Black. So I actually want to introduce you guys to the guy that I trouble continuously every time he posts a Lambo up for sale. I like phone him and I'm like, dude, I want the Lambo. But I never get myself to buy the Lambo. I hope he doesn't get tired of me. So I'm going to introduce you to one of the gents. And I believe he's like the top salesman here. Or that's what he tells me. I don't know if it's true or not. Guys, let me introduce you to Dylan. How you, cousin?
Good in you, brother.
What you say?
Nothing much in you, my man.
Lekker, man. Thanks for having us.
Thank you for coming through. We appreciate it.
It's always an honor being in your company because you are such a legend.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
Don't believe them though.
He's a very shy guy for the camera, guys, so just forgive him a bit. Tell everyone who you are.
So I'm Dylan. I'm from Carbon Black Auto, and yeah, we dealers in superior sports cars.
How long have you been working at Carbon Black?
Jeez, my maths isn't that good. No, I've been with Carbon Black for probably about a good 8-9 years.
8-9 years.
We've seen the company grow from strength to strength,
Nice.
outgrow premises, and yeah, we are today.
Nice, nice. And what's your favorite part about working here?
Definitely be the people we meet. We
Okay.
meet the most incredible people.
Nice.
Cars are nice second, but definitely the people we deal with.
Lekker. And prior to this, what were you doing? Were you always into cars?
No, prior to this, I was a safety officer.
Really?
Yeah, so prior to cars, I was a safety officer on the mines, and yeah, got pulled into the car industry by Frankie, and yeah, joined the Carbon Black family, and haven't looked back since.
Nice. What made you swap though?
Being back in Joburg, dealing with the cars, the people, just an exciting opportunity, and getting to meet people like you all day, every day.
Sure, how's that, guys? Brownie points for you. See why he's my favorite. Cool. So I want to ask you, right? In the 8 or 9 years that you've been working here, right? What has been your most memorable moment?
I wouldn't be able to boil it down to one. There'd be
Okay.
a couple. I mean, most memorable would probably be being able to deliver a F12 TDF, helping bring a Veyron into South Africa,
Nice.
seeing this car come back,
Nice.
completely different car.
Yeah, totally.
So I wouldn't say there's one moment. We deal with so many special cars, awesome people. So there's a lot of moments that would come to mind. I mean, that'd have to be a whole episode on things we've seen in the industry, I suppose.
Nice. But we got to keep it like kid friendly because I know you'll tell me other stuff.
Yeah, there's not much then. Then it's a short episode.
Yeah, short episode. Okay, cool. So out of all the cars that you guys have, how many cars do you guys have first of all?
Probably just over 200 cars in stock at the moment.
200 cars. All kept here?
Yeah, so we've got 3 floors, we've got a basement. So there's a lot of stock here.
Nice. And how do you guys find your cars?
So I mean, we've got a very good name in the industry. We've got a very good reputation with customers. The cars somehow find us most of the time, but
Nice. I always say that. You guys will hear me say that. People ask, how do I find ISs? The ISs find me.
it's a big industry, but it's actually only this big. Everyone
Yeah.
knows everybody, and keep your nose clean. That's a big thing. Just do
Nice.
good, honest, straight business.
Nice. And your most memorable deal or car that you sold ever,
Definitely be an
besides the R8?
besides the R8.
And meeting me and being buddies with me.
Sure, there's
I
not much.
know.
I'm gonna have to scrape the bottom of the barrel in this one. No, probably a F12 TDF. That is such a special car. Probably one of the most special cars I've driven in my whole career.
Okay, lekker.
200-kilometer example was something special.
And do you guys supply cars all over the country, or are your clients mostly based here in Johannesburg?
We supply cars all over the country. We've supplied all over the world. We've exported. Not our main market, not something we really get involved in, but
Yeah.
we sell all over the country. Yeah.
Okay, nice. And what car are you personally driving? Got
Um,
some sick cars, guys.
As a daily, I drive a company car, anything with petrol in, I suppose.
Okay,
But I've got a Jeep Wrangler Rubicon, which would probably be my favorite daily at the moment.
Okay.
I have the car for many years and just special memories and just love it.
nice. So we listen to the way he answered. He said his favorite daily. Tell us about the other cars.
Yeah, so I've got a few race cars as well. Got a Mark IV Supra
Nice,
with 1.5 J in it, proper power. Got an
Nice.
R33 drift car that we race.
nice,
Yeah, I've got a bus that's busy being properly built at the moment.
nice.
There's a couple of trick things. Got the
See
Cayenne
how
Diesel
shy
S.
he is. He doesn't want to tell us.
Yeah, I've got a few things in my garage, but sure that'll be a topic for another day.
Favorite car out of your collection?
Out of the collection, I'd probably say either the Mark IV or the 33. They're just
Okay.
two iconic cars. They're special, fun to drive, make incredible noises,
Nice,
and they're a handful to drive. I mean,
nice.
keeping them in a straight line is a challenge, but
Yeah.
it's better to go sideways in them. So it's just they're cars you can really throw around and treat like a red-headed stepchild, abuse them, and just go
I
for
love
it.
his one-liners. He always hits me with the one-liners.
So I mean, but probably a fun car, but it's personal, I suppose.
Nice.
You might hate
100.
it.
So you mentioned racing.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about your racing career.
My racing career started when I was quite young, probably 7 years old. Started racing powerboats, raced powerboats until maybe a couple of years ago. Done a bit of drag racing.
Nice.
Moved over, raced jet skis. So I've just tried everything. Now currently getting involved with the South African drift scene. But yeah, I've been involved with a lot of many different forms of racing. It's just, I don't know, anything that's fun. So I've got a long racing career. So
Nice,
let's put it at
nice,
that.
good. Lekker. So where can we find you? Where can we check out all your stuff? Not
So
Carbon Black, but you personally, if you want to support your racing.
you can find me on Instagram at Dylan Mully. But yeah, generally, Instagram's a place to hang out at Carbon Black. Follow us there. We always tag. There's a whole bunch of different things that we tag there. So,
Nice.
but yeah, generally on Instagram.
Lekker. Now I gotta ask you the question, right? Lambo or Ferrari?
Wow, that is a
It's a tough one.
Tough question.
You guys know my answer.
Look, a Ferrari's got pedigree, and that Ferrari prancing horse is something special. But there's something about a Lambo that's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
special. It's, I don't know, either you're a Lambo fan or you're a Ferrari fan.
Either or, yeah. There's no in between.
Either or.
Yeah.
But I mean, we deal with them on a daily. They both have pros and cons.
Yeah.
But I'd probably lean towards the Lambo side.
Nice.
Must
See
be
why we
honest.
get along, guys. Okay, you know the first car I have to come to is my dream car, which is a Lambo. So tell us about this one.
So this here is a 2012 Lamborghini Gallardo Signature Series. Very, very special car in the sense of they were only made in South Africa by Lamborghini South Africa.
Okay.
It comes pretty much with a Superleggera kit,
I see that.
excluding the rear wing. But it's a nice car in the sense of it's a drivable car.
Okay.
It looks like a Superleggera without the ring, without the wheels, but it's got the normal Lamborghini interior, no carbon seats, no hard suspension. You know, it's a nice place to be in. It's a nice car to drive. And the V10, the noise it makes, it's just such a special car.
Nice, nice.
It's just, I don't know, it's one of those cars that just makes you smile. You feel like a kid and makes you realize why you fell in love.
So I want to ask you something, right? I see normally on Lambos, it's 560.4. What does that stand for?
So the LP, the 560 is the power output, and the 4 would be four-wheel drive or two-wheel drive. So over there, the other Lambo we've got, that's an LP 552.
Okay.
So this is a 506 horsepower four-wheel drive example.
Nice. And you mentioned Signature Series?
So the Signature Series was pretty much built by Lamborghini as done by Angelo and the guys at Lamborghini at the time.
Yeah.
And they put the kits on and just made the Gallardos look special at the time.
Okay, all right.
So yeah, it was just really something, it's not common, it's just something beautiful to look at, especially all the carbon work. It's just so nicely done.
Nice.
Especially if you
nice.
go to the back and you have a look at the car from the back,
Yeah.
compared to a stock car, that's the difference.
No, lekker, nice. I don't know about you guys, but I'm learning stuff that I never knew about Lambo. Now we come to another beautiful green machine. Tell us a bit about this one and the difference between the two.
So the difference is, this is an exceptional example of what a Lamborghini Gallardo should be.
Okay.
It's a late model, 7,000 Ks on the clock.
What year model?
It's a 2015, registered 2015.
And only 7,000.
7,200 Ks on the clock. Belonged to an elderly gentleman, was his pride and joy.
Okay.
But
Never
with
drove it.
mileage, almost unheard of. The condition, I mean, it's still got the original sticker on the face of the radio. It's just something so special. It's something you don't come across easily.
Yeah.
So it's probably the lowest mileage example that's available in the country at the moment.
Sure, okay.
But proper little gem. It's got beautiful wheels on it.
Yeah.
Just an incredible spec.
Nice. I love it. I mean, honestly, I don't know, for some reason, it looks a bit better than this one, but I presume it's because of the condition. The wheels also look nice. The wheels are not bad. And it's a price tag of only 3,000, or what?
0.8.
3.8.
Yeah.
I almost said 3,000.
Swipe the
Yo, yo,
windshield.
yo.
Maybe it's dirty.
Such a nice car. Let's have a look at the interior. Okay, guys, now we come to an exciting part, which is the interior. You guys know I'm an interior guy. So for a car with 7,000 Ks on the clock, realistically, this interior looks brand new. I mean, it even smells like a new car. And I love the small features on a Lambo, like the stitching on the dashboard. I love the Gallardo. So this is to remind you that you are driving in a Lamborghini Gallardo. But I mean, look at this car. I love that smell, huh? Actually, want to
Smells
sit
like Italy.
inside. Guys, I got the key. I'm gonna start it. Yeah.
Just don't rev it cold.
No, I won't. Yes. See. I love that Napa smell, huh?
Just do this quick.
Okay. You guys ready? I'm ready. Yes. Yeah. Love it, huh?
Special, eh?
Yeah. I love it. I really, really love it.
It's got the lift kits, it's got everything.
So I'm going to show you guys here. Check the roof line, it's got a double stitch. Yes, it is kind of special, eh? Now it comes down. Love the stitching here. So you say it's got the lifting kit.
You can push
Okay.
the button there if you want.
Which one?
So it's got the suspension in front, up there next to the stalk, on your, by the round thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How cool is that? So that's the furthest it goes.
Yeah. That's high, bud.
Yeah, it is. We can't drive so high. Yeah. How cool is that? Nice. I like it. So Chip is inspired, guys. Chip is super inspired.
Chip's losing money today is what I see. And leaving in something green.
Chip needs to sell a few cars before he buys this. I love it, eh? Yo, I think it's probably the nicest Gallardo I've ever seen. And condition-wise for the year model, it's insane, bruh. I would bag it though. I would definitely put air on this car, take out the lifting kit and bag the car. That's my vibe.
I'd then buy that one because it's sacrilegious to do it to a low mileage car. Jeez.
Okay, here's the keys. I'll fetch it in 5 years' time.
I'll get it washed and polished in the meantime.
Sure.
Put in storage.
100. See, he's my brother. He looks after me. Okay, guys, this is so cool. This is Ferrari lane. So lined up are the Ferraris. We got the F430, 2 of them here. And we've got a nice old school classic F360 Spider. Beautiful car. I love the color. And Dylan will correct me if I'm wrong. The Lambo convertible doesn't have a glass cover, am I right?
100% correct.
What I love about the F360 in a Spider is that it's got the glass cover so you can actually see the motor. I love that a lot. I like the fact that these cars are, when I say affordable, I mean, if you guys watched previously, you would have known that the prices of the cars compared to the newer cars like your Golf 8s and your new 3 Series BMWs, this car is currently marked at 1.3 plus minus. And at 1.3 million, you're getting a Ferrari, guys. I mean, that's value for money. Personally, at 1.3, I would choose this because nothing else in that price range can give you what this car can give you. And remember, Ferrari is based on pedigree. That's according to Dylan, and we listen to Dylan because he's a champion and he's a racer. So I really like this car, guys. I think it's a cool car. Dylan, you want to come tell us about this car?
2001 360 Spider.
Nice.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful car.
Nice.
Nice mileage, 41,000 Ks on the clock.
Okay.
Very, very clean, good, honest example of it.
Yeah.
And just something special to have, eh?
Yeah.
The nice thing about these is that they're going up in value, and it's
They are.
you put your money in, you're not going to lose money as long as you look after it and don't put stupid mileage on them.
Yeah.
It's something you can keep for a long period of time. You're always going to have a Ferrari in your garage. Different to learn. You've got to learn to drive a very different type of driving when it comes to
Your
comes to
standard.
it.
Yeah.
But it's if you learn how to drive them, and
You'll have fun.
it is the most beautiful car to drive.
Nice.
It's not the fastest car. I mean, a Polo GT would probably kill it, but
Yeah.
it's just especially driving a Ferrari.
That'll be embarrassing, bro. You rock up to Nazareth,
Yeah.
your Ferrari, and you want to dice a 135, they'll give you hiding, bro.
You come then you stand there.
Yeah, you don't dice.
You don't race because you got class and pedigree.
Of course, you don't need to race.
But nothing to prove. You're driving a Ferrari.
No lacquer, bro. I like this. I think it's value for money, eh?
And the condition, if you look inside
Yeah.
the car, it's a 10 out of 10. I mean, it's just no paintwork, a good,
I like
honest,
it,
straight example.
I like it. How many owners?
So this car's had 3 owners.
Okay.
But also, it's a very special car.
Okay, now tell us about this beauty. I
So-
see it's even closed off.
So this particular car is something extremely special. This
Okay,
car,
let me stand here. Sorry.
this car was actually Damon Hill's original race car that he raced, crashed. But this is the car.
Crashed?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, this is the car that he rode into his teammate in.
Sure.
If I'm not mistaken, I think it was Ralph Schumacher.
Okay.
98, 99.
Nice.
This is the car that he raced for those 2 years. Tires, original tires. If you look at, it's still got timing strips on this carbon suspension.
That's
It's got the
insane,
original
huh?
barcodes on the tires, and these tires were only made for 2 years. These tires were created to act. It was at a point when F1 was just getting too fast,
Yeah.
and they had to find some way to slow the cars down. So they then did. They put grooves in the tires to try to slow cars down, and somehow everything just ended up making cars faster, I suppose. And,
Sure.
but this is the car. I mean, it's just something special. It's a piece of history,
Yeah, no doubt, bro. Yo.
and it's just something unbelievable to get your hands on.
And how did you guys get your hands on it?
That's a trade secret, eh? No, just we've got some very, very good loyal customers that for some reason love us. Don't really know why, but
Yeah,
they love
I
us.
wonder why.
But yeah, he brought the car to us, and yeah, it's just unbelievable to actually have the car here.
Yeah, flip. This is a
Just,
piece
it's
of
unbelievable
history,
that the car's
bro.
in South Africa. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, sure. I never
it's-
knew the car was in South Africa.
So yeah, there's actually quite a story as well about this car in particular. The motor's not in the car at the moment.
Yeah.
There was a 20-year patent on it, and there's a whole story about the motor, the computer box, the wiring loom, the steering wheel, which
Yeah.
we've got the steering wheel, the original steering wheel
Sure.
that Damon Hill used to race in this car. We've actually got that here with us as well.
Nice, nice.
So, but just something special, something you'll never see again.
No, definitely.
There's a lot of replicas and stuff around, but this
That's
is
the
the
original
race
car.
car.
And what would, I know I don't want to ask numbers, but value on this, if you had to sell it in today's time,
Sure, that is a.
have you gotten offers?
We have got offers. We have got people that have looked at the car.
Yeah,
It's one of those things you don't really want to disclose it.
yeah,
You don't want to hurt the future value of the vehicle.
of course.
But it's not cheap.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And also it depends. Do you buy it with or without the motor?
Yeah,
There's a lot of things that go with it. But
Okay.
it's just something very, very special. But this is another episode on its own as well. There's a lot of history and
I think
a
he just
story.
wants us to come back, guys. I think so, huh? So thank
Oh,
you
we love
so
it when
much
you-
for your time, bro.
Sorry,
Appreciate
appreciate
it.
it.
Guys, if you're looking for any cool vehicles, supercars, they don't only do supercars, they do normal cars as well. Check out their details. We're popping it up on the screen now. And don't forget to tell them that Chip sent you. You guys will get a very good discount. The normal price plus 10%, plus taxes, plus VAT, plus everything else that we pay in South
And delivery
Africa.
fees.
And delivery fees, sure. Thank you so much, bro. Really
Bro,
appreciate it.
Thank you for coming through.
Lekker,
Always
bro.
welcome.
And thanks for looking after me and giving me a good deal on the R8. And I look forward to buying my next car from you.
Your 348 is ready waiting for you.
Nice, lekker. As I told you guys, we're out here at Carbon Black Auto in Rivonia. We've just taken a nice tour of some of the cars they have for sale. But essentially, we came here to do a feature on Top G. Now, Top G is a 2012 first-gen Audi R8 V8 baby supercar, but still known as a supercar. So for me, it was in the price range. It was the best value for money baby supercar you could buy. So that's why I chose it. So this car started its life out as a very boring, nice, white Audi R8. And I always had a dream to bag a supercar. And when I seen how these cars look on air ride, I lost my mind. In fact, there's a gent by the name of S30 BMX. He's big on Instagram. I want you guys to check his Audi R8. He was the guy that actually inspired me to bag my R8 and to trick it out a bit. So first up, in order to get the car to look a bit better, I called up my buddy Farid from Proper Perfection, who's a master at vehicle wraps, and we chatted about wrapping the car. Initially, I wanted to go with a few other different colors, but I settled on the matte/satin gray purely because it makes the car look a bit more aggressive. So the car was completely wrapped in 3M quality wrap. And what we did as well, you'll notice that the badges are blacked out to give it a bit more of a menacing look. Next up, the wrap was done. However, the car set too high. So you guys know me, I'm a stunts guy and we bag a lot of cars. Now I needed to bring the car down to earth. So our good buddies at Field Air hooked us up with the kit. In fact, they imported the kit. When I ordered the kit, I had to produce the VIN number of the car, and the kit came. It literally took us 2 hours to bag this car. That's how easy the kit fitted on the car. And to make things better, the type of kit we went for was a performance strut which would allow me to do high speeds within the speed limit, guys, because you have to follow the speed limit. It would allow me to do high speeds and still be safe and get the best ride quality out there. A lot of guys would say, Chip, why didn't you go for the more expensive products? Personally, the Feel Air products are value for money, and the price of the more expensive air ride kits, you can bag 2 cars. So that's the logic I used when I applied it. I'm happy with the kit. I love driving the car. It gives an awesome ride. And the kit as well is the P7 management. It's got a Bluetooth functionality where you can download the app and you can control the air ride with your cell phone. So that's how cool this kit is. But I want to open the front of the car and I want to show you guys exactly what the setup looks like. Okay, now I'm sure you guys are wondering where's the engine. This is not the engine. Like I said, it's got a supercar vibe, so the engine sits at the back. This is actually your boot area. Now, it being a show car, I went for something simple and clean. So you can see we're running a dual compressor setup. We've got the 10mm hard lines and we've got the 3-gallon tank. However, the 3-gallon tank is wrapped in the celeb colors and the full Alcantara with some diamond stitching to match the interior. Now, it's not a car that I plan on going grocery shopping. When Audi did make the Audi R8, there is some space behind the seat that would allow you to put some luggage. You can't go with big bags, but you can go with a decent oversized bag. So that was good enough for me. In fact, the reason why I built this car, we attended the last year's June Gas Motor Show in KZN, and I specifically built this car for that show, and the car was a hit. At the time, the car was called Mr. Grey, but I'll get into the top G number plate in a bit. Let me show you guys the interior. Now for me, again, like I've mentioned, interior is where you spend most of your time. So I needed to add a bit of Chicanos flavor and chip flavor to the interior. So my talented gents in the upholstery department retrimmed the complete seat in original Alcantara, and we went with the teal diamond stitch, and we went with the teal piping and a little bit of a design in the center. Roof liner we kept standard because I'm happy with the roof liner. Carpets we kept standard. The only difference is we took the original carpet and we trimmed the sides with teal piping. Now the reason why I went for the teal color on this is to tie in with the whole Chicanos feel, and also so when people see this color, they think to themselves, I've seen this color before. Where did I see it? No, this looks like Celeb's color. This looks like Chicanos color. So it's all, the reason why I do things like that, there's a greater plan behind it. Now the cool part is, if you look at the R8 logo on the gear shift and the Quattro logo on the cubby hole, that was hand painted as well, just to add a little bit of flavor. In terms of the sound aspect, I didn't change much. The standard sound is quite good, although the standard radio is terrible. No USB, no Bluetooth. So we hooked up an Alpine double DIN system, and we had to actually order a specific trim plate to remove the existing radio and to fit the aftermarket radio in. Very nice radio, I like it. But then again, when you do drive the car, when I start the car up for you guys will understand why I chose not to do sound. And I mentioned earlier that there was space. This is your rear section where you can store some stuff, which is not bad, but it's not ideal, but it works, guys. Now let me show you guys the wheels, because the wheels was a mammoth task. Now wheels wise, I struggled purely because the R8 has a very funny offset. So in the country there was no wheels at the time that could fit this car, and I was on a deadline because I needed to build the car for the show. So my good buddy, where I buy some of my wheels from as well, had a set of these wheels. He brought in 3 sets, and when we did the measurements, we figured out that we could make this wheel fit with the PCD change. So the wheel was initially a 5120 PCD, which is BMW PCD, and the offset was made for BMW M4, M3. However, we changed the PCD and we added a little bit of the teal in the niche of the center cap and the wheel itself. I like it. It's a cool wheel. However, I must tell you guys that it's not my dream wheel for this car. I want to build a custom set of wheels. The only problem is I've got so many other cars that I need to finish. So this car looks good for now, but it's not the final look. I want to take you guys to the back to show you guys exactly how we made the wheel fit as well. So your front wheel is a 9.5J. Your rear wheel is a 20-inch 11J, which is the width of the wheel. This wheel was for M4 and M3 offset. In order for us to get the wheel to clear the caliper and the car to tuck correctly, we had to run a bit of a spacer. But what we did is we made a special hub-centric spacer, so it's safe for the car. So that's your wheel sorted, but it's not the final wheel for the car. But I want to give you guys a bit of a surprise as to what I'm going to do with this car next. I want to take you guys to the engine bay because now we're going through the car, and again we're building it for shows so the car can score points on every aspect of it. So we've got a custom interior, we've got an aftermarket audio system, we've got a cool air ride setup, wheels are sorted, we've got some custom work on the body. Now I want to take you guys to the engine bay. Come have a look. Okay, now we come to the engine bay, guys. So with Audi, you can add options like the carbon accessories on the engine bay. Even the lights in the engine bay is an optional extra. However, I was fortunate enough that this car came spec'd with it. Initially, it had the normal black covers. So what we did is we took the covers off and I sent it to a good buddy of mine to do the hydro dumping in the carbon fiber. We also hand painted the V8 badge and the bits on the cap just to give it a little bit more of a custom feel. Something that I am toying with is I want to remove these covers and I want to dip them, but I'm not ready to do it now, and I think the car is acceptable as is. One thing you'll notice as well is that the taillights are smoked, the headlights are smoked. Now we come to the fun part, which is me starting the car. The car was fast enough, but it was too quiet. So in order for me to get the car to make me feel like I'm driving a supercar, I sent it to my good buddy Isham from Power Pipes, and he hooked us up with stage 2 software and a full custom exhaust. And guys, this car sounds insane. I'm going to start it up for you guys and you guys tell me. So this car sounds insane. I took it to a few car meets and I'm proud to say that this baby supercar sounded louder than a few Lambos, McLarens, and everyone was like, no, this can't be a V8. I love driving this car. It's my confidence booster, and it makes me feel good because from the journey of where I started many years ago with the Mini, an old school Mini, to owning one of the coolest bag R8s, I think it's an achievement and it's a motivation factor. And every time I drive my car, it's a reminder for me to continuously work hard and push myself because the sky's the limit. And remember guys, I started off with the Mini, a Mini guys, a Mini with a 2-liter Coke bottle with water because I used to get stuck everywhere. And those that know me, and you guys that are watching that have grew up with me, you guys will know, remember the Mini. It's an awesome story. I get emotional when I think about it. And again, my message to you guys is, if someone like me that started off with the Mini and worked in a garage trying to build their business with big dreams and aspirations can do it, you guys can do it as well. Remember, you gotta have passion for what you're doing. You gotta have a high work ethic, and you gotta have integrity, guys. 3 success tips that I can give you guys in order for you to be successful. And it doesn't stop here. There's more I want to achieve. I mean, you guys heard me say earlier, I do want another car. I want to bag another supercar. So that's my goals. Hopefully I can achieve it. Once again, thanks you guys for subscribing, watching, commenting and liking. You guys are awesome. And thank you so much, guys. We're on 8,500 subscribers. We're almost on 10,000 subscribers. That is because of you guys, and I want to thank you guys. And a special shout out to Carbon Black for selling me the car, for always treating me good when I walk in here. I feel like a celebrity when I walk in here. Although Dylan said that I'm semi-famous. Dylan, I see you, bruh. So yeah, thank you guys for welcoming us and also allowing us to shoot here. You guys are legends. Details are on the screen. Please give them a call. Please support them, guys. It's about showcasing local businesses as well. And a massive shout out to the following supporters. You guys are always commenting and interacting, guys. Thank you so much. And I'll catch you guys on the next episode. And remember, work ethic, integrity, passion. It will take you guys far in life. I'll catch you guys soon.
Hold